All right, welcome everybody to the Bookmap Onboarding Webinar. I'll be your host, Bruce, for the next half hour, and what we're going to do is get you up and running in Bookmap. So to do this, first thing you need to do is you'll need to subscribe to bookmap.com. So go to bookmap.com, and then from the home page in here, just click on you'll see it says login up here. Click on that button, log in. Once you're logged in, then you will be in the portal area here. And then once in the portal area, you'll see your Getting Started tab here and your license key, which is here. You'll need that for your Bookmap. It might be a free version that you have, or the Bookmap Global or Global Plus version. And we're assuming that you are using Global or Global Plus or Digital Plus, a paid version of Bookmap, because we're going to subscribe to data, and the link here for adding a subscription is going to look a little different. So we'll cover that in just a second. So once you have logged into the portal, then you want to download the platform. So select your system here. It can be Windows, Mac, Intel, Mac M1, M2, or Linux, and then select your version. I would go with the production version, but there is an alpha. Sometimes there's a beta and an alpha and a production version in here. Go with the production version and then click download. Okay, that'll start downloading or you'll select where you want to download this, save it, and it will start downloading. All right, so while it's downloading and before we install Bookmap, let's subscribe to some data, because we will need an additional subscription to data in order to run Bookmap. So click on Add Subscription here on the left margin in the portal, and that'll bring up the Add Subscriptions page here. And this is Bookmap data here for futures, DX feed for stocks, and we're going to go over those two, and you can see other areas in here as well, or other products. Hold on just a moment. Okay. All right. So anyway, so let's subscribe to data. All right. So this is for futures data, and it's actually we're the data provider, Bookmap data. Okay. So you can subscribe here to the CME bundle or each individual exchange from the CME group. Okay, so the CME bundle or group, that will include CME, CBOT, NYMEX, and COMEX, and it's $79 for each month. This is a pretty good deal for all four exchanges like this for the CME. Or if you just subscribe to CME here and you trade only the stock indexes or the currency futures, this is fine. You'll save yourself a little bit of money every month. So it's $17 for the first month, and it's $34 for each month after. Or if you just trade interest rates or the YM, for example, then you want to subscribe to the CBOT. Again, $17 for the first month or $34 for each month after that. Or if you trade energy, maybe go with a NYMEX, or if you trade gold only, go with just COMEX. They're all $34 a month. If you trade one from each, then clearly you'd want to go with the bundle. All right, so once you select what you want to subscribe to, you go through the process in here, your non-professional, professional, whatever it is. All right, so now let's suppose we've gone through the whole process here. Now we've also downloaded Bookmap, and we are ready to install it. Okay, so this is the agenda here, but we can move on from that. And let's bring up the downloads here. Here's my Bookmap version of the EXE that I just downloaded. Double click on it, and we're not going to go through the whole process in here. It's a wizard that we've all gone through this so many times before in the past. So just go through the process and you'll get up and running using Bookmap. I'll cancel out of it. I've already installed Bookmap, so it's right here on my desktop, the icon here. Let's double click on it and we'll get up and running here. Okay, that brings up the splash screen and it is loading. Hold on just a minute. Okay, and this is what shows up here. The first window is the Bookmap run options. Let's go through each mode in here first, then we'll connect to the data and show some symbols. This is recorded, so you guys can go back and watch this. It'll be on YouTube. All right, so depending on which version of Bookmap or package you got, you'll have different access in here. So for example, if you got global, then you'll have access here to the simulated mode only. If you trade from Bookmap, any trading that takes place in the global version will be simulated, or if it's with Global Plus or Digital Plus, and you select this run option, any trades taken will be simulated only within the Bookmap environment. And now if you got Global Plus, then you have the option here to connect to the trading mode, which will allow you to trade from the Bookmap chart and route your trades to your broker or your prop firm or whatever it is that where you want to route your trades. Take a look and see what we support in terms of different brokers. Now, you also see some other selections in here. I'm going to deselect open previous workstation here, and then record live data and record orders. I would highly recommend that you record your live data and maybe your orders as well, because this is a great way to go back and debrief your trading and become a better trader. Okay, so you can rewind it, go back, retrade it, go back again, retrade it again. You have the data, you have what your trades look like as well, and this is a way to exponentially increase your learning curve. All right, so we've selected trading mode, we've got record data all selected here. Now let's just click OK. Okay, and Bookmap is preparing and we are up and running. Okay, so now we've opened up Bookmap and there's instructions here to go through a process of how to connect to data and how to add a symbol with steps 1 through 3. We're going to go through this process right now. So we'll go up to connections, click on that, and we're going to select configure. This brings up the connectivity configuration window, and you see add connection and add or remove a platform. We're going to click on add or remove a platform. What this means is we're going to click on this, and this will open up our plugins manager. These are the adapters that we have created that allow you to connect to Binance, Binance Futures, CQG, Bybit, or it doesn't have to be crypto. It could be even TradeStation, Trade-Ovate here. You can see all sorts of different connections that we have here. If we scroll down a little bit more for available for install, you'll also see some in here, like CQG, True Data, whatever it might be. All right, so I want to connect to Bookmap data, okay, because that's what we demoed for the data that we subscribe to. Actually, let me remove it from here, and we'll go through the process of installing the adapter. We scroll down again here, and now we see Bookmap data is here, and then let's install it. So click install. Okay, it downloads and it says it's ready to use. Click OK. Click OK again, and we'll exit the plugin manager. And now we've added the platform and the adapter. Now let's add the connection to Bookmap. Click on Add Connection, and then from the platform here, click on the drop down, and let's scroll down a little bit. And here's Bookmap data. Here's the adapter we just installed. So click on that, and then select the server that's closest to you, USA, Europe, or Japan. And then we'll just leave this at default here, and we'll click OK. Now let's go back to connections, and here's our connection, Bookmap data. However, we have to select it. So click on the box here, and it is connecting. And we can go back up to connections, and you can see that now we have successfully connected to Bookmap data. And the instructions here are to select the instrument by clicking on the plus tab in the upper left-hand corner. So let's click on the plus tab. That opens up the subscription dialog box here. From the platform here, we'll select Bookmap data. Okay. From the type here, we're going to click on that, and we're going to show you a connection to crypto as well. That data is free, but we're going to select futures. And then exchange, click on this, and you'll see the 4 different exchanges that I can connect to because I have the CME group subscription. I'm going to select CME, and then for the symbol in here, well, this is the NQ. I'm actually going to select the ES, which is the S&P E-mini. And if you don't see it here, and you don't see it in your drop down here as well, that's okay. Just type it in, ESM5. Now, this is the month symbol, the M contract here, and this is for 2025. That's the 5. The M contract stands for June, right? And you can see it here also in the drop down now that I've typed it in. So select it. And then you can add in some historical data here, but we'll just go with 1 hour of cloud backfill data, and we'll click subscribe. All right, and it is just populating the instrument right now. It's actually bringing up another instrument, but that's the Trader Map Pro, which we can talk about maybe another time. Anyway, all right, we're up and running. We're looking at the S&P E-mini. Okay, this is the live market. We're good to go. All right, so now let's also connect to a stock. I'll get to your guys' questions in just a few minutes. Let me connect to each type of instrument, and then it's open for Q&A. All right. So let's go back to connections here, and we're going to configure another connection. Click on configure, and then in this case, I already have the adapter. It is already installed. It's for DX feed for stocks. And let's click on add connection. Okay, and then let's click on platform here. And then we'll scroll down and we'll select DX feed. Okay, and nothing more needs to be done here. We're all set to go. In fact, I actually need to back up for a second here, and I need to go through the options for connecting to DX feed. So hold on just a minute here. Let's go back to the portal, and I want to show you guys this, okay? Because I only covered the Bookmap futures data and the cost in the subscription there. All right, so this is what we covered earlier, DX feed for stocks. If you're a stock trader, you will need to subscribe to DX feed in order to get the data for stocks into Bookmap. And there's a few different options that you have here. The DX feed US equities data bundle includes NASDAQ and EDGX. Okay, these are the 2 different exchanges that added together and aggregates them. So it's $59 for the first month, but $119 for each month after that. Or if you just like the NASDAQ depth, subscribe to that. Click on the box here, and it's $69 for each month. Or maybe you want to look at just EDGX, then select the box for EDGX, and that's $59 a month. Okay, so just want to go through the different options and the costs involved for stocks. Okay, so we've already subscribed to it. I have DX feed here. I've selected it. Now let's click OK. Now let's go back to connections, and now I select the box here. And now I'm connected to DX feed. So let's go back here to the plus tab, click on that. And then now from the platform drop down, click on it, and we'll select DX feed. Okay, and then here in the symbol, start to type in the stock that you're interested in connecting to. Maybe it's Apple. Okay, type it in, and then you can select it from the drop down here. And then here, add historical data, cloud data. Yeah, well, let's select 3 hours here. That's fine, but you can also select up to 24 hours here, as you can see what's available. Right, it will take a while to download, so we'll just download 3 hours and click subscribe. Okay, you can see the red text saying that it's loading the historical data here, and then here's Apple here, so we can click on it now. You see the blue line is underneath it. We've selected and clicked on this symbol. Okay, and here's Apple, looking good, looking like it wants to trade right up into those 102,000 shares up here, almost 103,000 shares up at 212. All right, so we're up and running now with a stock. Let's connect to one more instrument, a crypto instrument, and I'll go over that, and then we'll open it up for questions. All right, so crypto data is free, and we are also a data provider for crypto. I'll talk a little bit about that. You don't have to install anything new here. We're just going to go through our Bookmap data adapter. So just all you have to do is, we've already installed that, so just click on the plus tab, and then from the drop down, select Bookmap data. Now under the type here, click on that, and we have futures, we have competition, which is for our competitions that we hold every now and then, perpetual or spot. So it's up to you. Let's go with perpetual here for futures, and then the exchange type pops up here, and it says multi-book. That's the only thing that you can subscribe to. I'll go over this in just a second. Now when we select the symbol, we can define what multi-book is, and let's go with we can go with ETH, that's fine, or maybe Bitcoin, Tether here. Okay, click on that, and then you can see that this is what multi-book offers you. Okay, with this instrument from Bookmap data, we actually aggregate 4 different exchanges together here in one symbol. So all of the liquidity from Binance Futures, Bybit, OKEx, and BitGet will all be within this symbol, which will give you a much truer identity or understanding of what is making up the liquidity and the transactions for this instrument. All right, and we'll select 2 hours of cloud data. Now, tick size and granularity, you actually have an option here with crypto instruments. It's about $100,000 instrument, so you can select $50, $100, $500 per tick if you want. We'll go with $50 per tick, and then granularity is fine at 0.01, and we'll click subscribe. Okay, and Bitcoin Tether is showing up here. Click on it, and it's just downloading the data right now. All right, look at that, up to 104,000 in crypto. Okay. All right, and you can see up in the upper left-hand corner, it says BTC USDT, and it says Binance Futures, Bybit, OKEx, and BitGet. So all 4 exchanges within this one synthetic instrument of Bitcoin. All right, so now we have connected to 3 different instruments that we connect to with Bookmap. It's futures, stocks, and cryptocurrencies. All right, let's get to some questions, and then I want to show you some resources that will answer a lot more of your questions as well. All right, so let's see. Whale is asking, first off, was it recorded? Yes, it's on YouTube. You have some problems. Can you share your screen? No, it'd be better if you can just maybe ask the question here. All right, and Sarah is asking, if I only trade NQ futures and stocks, which subscription do I add? For the NQ futures, Sarah, that's very simple. Just go with Bookmap data and CME. That's all you'll need. So that'll be $34 a month after the first month, $17 for the first month. All right, so pretty cheap, pretty good price. If you want to look at more futures products, then it would be $79 a month, okay, for the entire bundle of CME group instruments or exchanges. If you want to trade stocks, you will need to subscribe also to DXFeed. All right, so you will need 2 subscriptions then. one for Bookmap data, and one for DX feed. You want the indicators below. Can I explain them? This is a little outside of the scope of this webinar, Whale, but anyway, I ask, and maybe I can show you a few things that what we're trying to do is just get people up and running here. Sarah, which DX feed subscription? Well, we went through some of the options in there, and they're here. I would suggest going with the bundle for the first month. See how you like it, and then if this is something that maybe for the second month you can try DX feed for $69 and see if that does the trick for you. Okay, because that will be just NASDAQ data, which is pretty good. All right, that's what I would recommend. The bundle is better just because it's going to be more truthful. Is two different exchanges, very much like this Bitcoin. We're looking at 4 different exchanges. All right, so the more exchanges, the better, the more objective the data is going to be. All right, let's see. That's all the questions over in Discord. Let's see, any questions? I'm sorry, in Zoom. In Discord, no questions. Okay, and then how about YouTube? All right, no questions over there either. Okay, so let me show you a few resources that I think you'll find very helpful, and then we'll see if there's any follow-up questions, and then we'll call it a day here. All right, so let's go to bookmap.com, and there's a few different ways to get to a lot of these resources. One I want to show you immediately is the Learning Center. So just all you have to do is click on Education here, and that'll take you directly to the Learning Center. And we have all sorts of hundreds of free videos in here. In fact, this is the really the starting point for anything Bookmap related. There's other links in here to go to the knowledge base, the community, on Discord or support. Anyway, let's go through this. So we have this Getting Started course here. So let's click on that. And it goes through some of the things that we've already covered: getting the platform, running it, the run options window, connecting to data, showing that as well, and then also connecting to symbols, an overview of Bookmap, and then you can see in here, well, all sorts of different videos in here. They're very short and very concise. Should answer your questions. Like volume dots, the clustering, the filtering, volume bars, the liquidity heat map, how that works, and the different settings, etc. The columns, trading from the Bookmap chart. Very short videos, like I said, that will answer your questions. This is a great starting point, okay, the Getting Started course, to get up and running with all the different features in Bookmap. After that, I would recommend going with the Market Mechanics course so you understand what you're looking at in Bookmap. This sets the tone for the environment. Okay, so let's click on that, and I'll show you what I mean here. The first video, now there's only 4 in here, but they're an hour long each. This is our educational course. Let's take a look here at it, and we'll just want to kind of brief you on it a little bit. This is what I mean by the tone of the environment. Understanding the best bid and offer, the spread, and then when you hit market sell, what exactly happens? Okay, how price moves. How does a market buy or sell order relate to the depth of market? And it takes liquidity off of the best bid. And there are 15 contracts here. Right, so you can start to understand these details, and it may seem like it's minutia. It is not. These are the market mechanics. This is how it works. Even on the highest time frame, it is still working like this. And this in the order flow shows up even on like monthly charts. Okay, so understanding supply and demand, and what makes the market really tick. Which brings us to another course here, a new course we just finished on supply and demand setups. Click on this, and you There's only 10 videos in here that are very short, and they'll go through very simple supply and demand setups using Bookmap. A lot of these you've probably heard about before, like a double top or wedge pattern or flag pattern, a break of a trend line, a gap fill, or the opening range breakout setup, these types of things in here. Now we're going to look at them through a different lens and understand them through supply and demand, and how to use Bookmap to gain better insight with supply and demand with these old or very well-known and popular trading strategies. All right, so I would highly recommend that you go and check that out. We've gotten some good feedback from that course. If you want to go to other areas, the next place, click on knowledge, and then you can select either symbols table, glossary, or knowledge base. Go to the knowledge base, and that'll bring up the knowledge base, the user guide section in here. If the Learning Center and the videos didn't answer your questions, then this should. Okay, there's all sorts of sections in here that go through every detail in Bookmap. All right, there's also one for add-ons. So the question Whale had about add-ons, this is the place to go. Click on the add-ons. You'll see all the different add-ons in here. So for example, stops and icebergs or a sweeps indicator. Click on it, and then you'll see all the information in here, also here in the right margin. All right, for those of you who are coders, maybe you want to check out the API section as well. All right, so that's the knowledge base. Let's go back to the Learning Center and also we'll click on community in here, and this is our go-to community is Bookmap Discord. So since you're already registered to bookmap.com, you'll get access in here. You will need to verify that email that you used to log in at Bookmap, but again, it offers a tremendous amount of resources and streamers all day long. Okay, so that's the place to go. We also have a blog, a forum, we have YouTube, we have Twitter. If you still need help, click on support here, or you'll see the support chat pop up over here in the lower right-hand corner. All right, so there's other courses in here as well. And let's scroll down a little bit more, and you can see our events calendar. Every day we have several live events streaming in our Discord. So this is where you can click on them and come and register. So for example, Options Millionaire tomorrow morning will present, and he's an options trader. Here's Tom B. After that, he is a futures trader with volume. He's a volume profile trader. Okay, so click on the event. You can see the Discord link here. You can share that and with others. You can copy it. You can also add it to your calendar here, so you can get reminders, etc. All right, so that's the events and the courses in here. That should answer the bulk of your questions. If you have any questions about the different symbols as well, you can see the symbols guide here, but I want to show you another resource that might also help you. Is the help button up here, help section. The symbols guide is here, the Bookmap portal, the Bookmap marketplace, then our user guide, which is our knowledge base, the Learning Center. So all those links are duplicated in here as well. All right, so that does it. That wraps it up here. Let's get to some other questions here. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure, Whale, what to tell you about this. You have difficulty understanding, but my English is not strong. So I think you might find the Learning Center really good, or the knowledge base here you'll find very helpful. All right. Yeah, and if you're in the knowledge base, you can select the drop down here for the language. And select what language is most helpful for you. Okay. All right. Let me see if there's any questions over in YouTube. Nope, nothing. And how about over in Discord? Okay, about the liquidity marker, it shows an example plus 365. Okay, so yeah, the best way to go about this here, it's a little outside the scope of this webinar. I'll be happy to go over these kinds of questions during our all markets webinar. I just had one earlier today at 10 a.m. Eastern time, and I can answer those questions for you there. However, I would suggest this. Just go to the knowledge base and you can search in here for it, liquidity marker, or you can go to add-ons here, and these are arranged alphabetically. Okay, so you want to look at your liquidity marker, click on it right here, and this will answer your question immediately. All right. Okay, last question, Sarah. Let's see. S&P stocks are available. No. I'm not quite sure. If you select NASDAQ data, it will also include the New York Stock Exchange. Yeah, don't worry about that. Okay, it's not ARCA, but I think, I believe you do. Yeah, you should get it. Okay. All right. All right, that's it. That's it, everyone. Thanks for coming, and we will. Don't forget. So if you want to subscribe, you want to check out some of these resources, just go to bookmap.com, and you can go to the well, you can go to the Learning Center, but let's just open it up here and click on Login up here. Log in, and then you'll be in your portal section. And then in the portal section, this is where you can add your subscriptions, and then the Learning Center is the place to go for. And just all you have to do is click on Education from bookmap.com, and then that'll bring you to the Learning Center here. Okay, and that should answer many of your questions. You can search for the videos right here as well. Thank you for coming, and we'll check in with you next week. All right, have a good day. Bye-bye.